Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
And Martinez! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
That's headed upfield, tossed somewhat off target. Pele, now can they get him away? Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And this is Dybala. And here's Sobos. Oh, shooting chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Well, that pass isn't the best. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Zanetti. Can he get it through? Can he latch on to this? Bellingham. Bellingham unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
15 minutes till half-time. Tries to play it through. Chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Marquinhos, always a very imposing presence at the back. Pele, steaming on goal. Pele! Oh, it's a beauty! A finish of true class! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And Martinez! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's there to clear it. And no, he's seen through all of that. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are back underway. Zico! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Zico deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Now it's Szoboszlai.
That's going in strongly.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Over to the left. Szoboszlai. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. In for the pieces! Crossbar comes to the rescue. And that is a superb rearguard action.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Mignon claims comfortably. And it's Dybala. Nice looking ball. And that could set him on his way. Albert Ferrer attempts a clearance. The less said about that pass, the better. Fernandez. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
And now the breakaway. Now it's Owen. Well, that has not gone well.
Bangladesh surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for options for movement. And the finish! Sticks it away! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
He's had a shot! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Dybala considers his options, looking to widen the gap even further here. Decent hit from there. Rijkaard. And that is that. Barcelona have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
And we come to you now with a quick
Barcelona
request for
leave it
support
late,
for our charity
but in the
fund,
end,
Chance
it
in
was
Football.
great.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here.
Well, Michael Owen is, of course, likely to be the key player here, Peter. The mere sniff of a chance, and he's away.
Who's arguing phenomenal pace as well.
Well, his pace was his game, really. It makes defenders nervous knowing that at the slightest misjudgment.
He's through, it's one-on-one! Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Barcelona really could have done without this. This to go one up. Terrific save by Manuel. Oh, he's missed it.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Neymar. It's a promising position. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And they're quick to get it back. Albert Ferrer gets across to intercept that. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious. Goes for goal! And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. He's got away. Dybala. Law. Dybala. He's picked his way through. It's a threat, and he shoots! Goal! Barcelona! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Neymar. And here's a player who has defined a generation. Zanetti calmly anticipates. Tonali. Nicked it back promptly. And this is Dybala. Chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Dybala takes control of it, and he's on the move. He's beaten the last man. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Skriniar cuts out the pass.
2
Zico.
added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Zico. That's tidy. He has found the way through. And that'll be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Barcelona leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Barcelona definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
And it's Owen. Xavi Alonso. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Pele conjures time and space where few can. Owen. And he's cut it out. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Zico. He's going for goal! Against the crossbar! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
That is a brilliant interception. And Dybala! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Albert Ferrer gets rid without sophistication.
Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That's good running with the ball. Zico will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Bangladesh really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Xavi Alonso makes the interception. Oh, strongly challenged there. Pull it. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Barcelona nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And it's Hullet. It's Hullet! Ruud Hullet! Beyond special! What a player! A finish of true class! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine... And time is up. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Hullet taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, as you can see, we've already started here.
Well, Xabi Alonso is the stand.
Decent chance! Now that is commitment to the cause. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. That's really well cleared. Turkey have the chance to go the other way. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Barcelona have their second corner now. Not a lot we need to say about that. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's really well manoeuvred. Dybala, Law, oh, good take in a good area. That's a lovely, neat pass. Knocks it into space. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And Dybala! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Alonso, that has been slung wide. Law. Oh, shooting chance! It's a loose ball. Cleared without complication. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Xabi Alonso. Here's Haaland. Irwin is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his... That's rather hopeful. Fiore. Can he get on the end of this? That's a sharp pass. Tries to play it through. Zanetti. He's picked his way through. Raul. Di Lorenzo. That'll be a throw-in. Half-time getting close now. Well, that has not gone well.
Law really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Zane. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Drives it in. Bullish header! It's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. One sweeping move, executed with depth. There's the whistle for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Barcelona really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Barcelona go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Szoboszlai is onto this. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Takes the shot! Off the post! Shot a goal! Just off target.
Lowe certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Now, can they get him away? Soboslai. He's had a shot!
Szoboszlai really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
So, third corner of the game. Xabi Alonso does well to stand firm and defend it. Xabi Alonso going full steam ahead down the left flank, and he's onside. And a chance! And that would have been some goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He rises! And yes, it's there! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And they're back on the ball again. And it's Zanetti. Looking to play him in. Zanetti just loves to go forward whenever he can. Now it's Szoboszlai. Raul. He has a look up.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Turkey can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Haaland. Fiore. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, he's bustling. Law! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Now it's Szoboszlai. Van Dijk simply refused to be outdone there.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
He's having a go! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Law picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game, and the manager was smart enough to make sure it was exploited.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Great chance! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Turkey are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. He has a look up. Can he finish? It's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Turkey grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Turkey with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Now, can they get him away? The ball swung. A header! That's a decent clearance. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Owen. Oh, good spread. Scholes. Oh, that's fabulous. Delivers with whip. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Bergkamp!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Scholes is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. It's Scholes! Turkey were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Fiore. Baresi cuts it out. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Bergkamp.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's got away. Soboslai receives it in a good position here. That's going to go a long way. Taken back almost at once. DiMarco. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Xavi Alonso. And it's Soboslai.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Rijkaard. And the half-time whistle goes. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So once again, we're underway. Fiore. Looking for the run. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Owen looking understandably energised after his goal. Face to face with... He's having a shot! There it is!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Great ball and it scores! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Now it's Owen. Turkey are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Turkey really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible Oh, that is asking for trouble. It's Bergkamp! Dennis Bergkamp, the Dutch master. He's got himself an absolute peach. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. He gave it plenty and some, thrashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Now it's Bergkamp. Knocks it into space. Di Lorenzo. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And it's made its way to him. Mbappe, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Can he get on the end of this? Jimenez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Baresi spots it and intercepts. Threads one in. Doué. And the pass is intercepted. It's a searching pass. Good ball over the top. Doué. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
3 minutes added time.
Searching pass he's played there. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. No, that's been intercepted. And time is up. Barcelona are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner.
Hello attendees.
Bergkamp
This is
picking
a
up the Man of the
Children's
Match award,
announcement.
and no surprise
With the
there.
boy in a yellow t-shirt, kindly
So
make
what do you
it-
take? Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Hullet. That's a sharp pass. He's in a good position here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's got tall. It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Ibrahimovic. Maldini cuts it out. Looking for a runner. Now it's Owen. Irwin in acres of space out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Cross to the big header. And one more try. It's in. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Mateus, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Great vision. Now that's well seen too. Szoboszlai. Roberto Carlos makes the interception. Knocks it into space. O'Shea. Chance here to counter. Hullet. Messi. He's going for goal! He's missed, but not by that far.
Messi has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Baresi gets across to intercept that. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And it's Szoboszlai. Zanetti looking to hit the byline here. Now who's going to be first to this? Messi. And here's Del Piero. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Baresi calmly anticipates.
There will be 1 minute added time.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Real chance! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Barcelona really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Barcelona in control at half-time, 2-0.
Substitutions taking place.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Messi.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Messi. Szoboszlai. Del Piero. And it's Zanetti. Gullit cuts out the pass. Saliba. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Oh, really well played.
Barcelona with this handy-looking 2-0 lead. They are looking comfortable. And here's Messi. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up. There's a quick free kick. Irwin. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And we have our very first corner. Oh, what? And it's hit the woodwork and out. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Dybala.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
And it's Szoboszlai. Messi. Now, can they get him away? Lovely pass, but can he get there?
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Dybala. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Irwin does well to stand firm and defend it. Dink through. Oh, good take in a good area. And the shot! He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. Barcelona have themselves a chance from the spot. This to go one up. 1-0, never any doubt. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
That's a throw. 30 minutes gone. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now that's well seen too. Dybala. That's a nicely shaped ball. Good read, needed to be. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's well positioned here.
Lowe made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Soboslai, and he's on his, takes a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Messi. Picked out, real chance! And he's managed to get rid. Dybala. Now it's Soboslai. Baresi. And the referee brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's just been exhilarating, Peter, and leaving everyone wishing for a little bit more, but you'll have one manager now trying to exercise more control, so we can only hope that they go at it again in similar fashion.
Barcelona have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. Shapes to shoot! It's in! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Barcelona grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Messi. Oh, that's a key interception. Dybala.
Barcelona really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Barcelona looking to pass their way through. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He's through here. That is good alertness. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And it's made its way to him. Nicely weighted ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Irwin touches it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Best. 75 minutes played. And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. He can get that clear. Looking for options for movement. Good take and chance for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Barcelona take the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Soboslai.
Barcelona nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
There's the shot! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next... That's that, the end. Barcelona are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Del Piero, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running.
I think this is a formation that offers excellent balance, Peter.
Particularly tried and tested in the Italian game, of course.
Yeah, and exported with great success too, because it allows half of the team to commit to either attack.
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So this the chance to fire his team in front. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois!
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
Bale.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Quality ball. And here's Del Piero. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on... It's Bale! Oh, nice, just not quite.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Mateus does well to get it back. Now it's Bale.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's found a way through... Bale! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Stood up well to him there. Now it's Del Piero. Tries to pass it through. Del Piero could try cutting inside here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Bale. It's Bale! Oh, has another go! In for the pieces! There it is! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Vieira. Hullet. And this is Pele. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Played in deep.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch. He read that really well and stopped it.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Del Piero. Searching pass he's played there. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Looking for options for movement. He is... Del Piero! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Del Piero really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Messi. Ambitious ball here. Costa Curta. And the first 45 minutes are up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 11, Eto'o. Coming on
And
the
we're
field
underway
is
again.
Number 13.
A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Totti looking to add to his goal. Messi. That's been cut out, well played. Still just a single goal between the sides. He can run onto that. Now it's Bale. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Bale. Quarter of an hour into the second half. He's got away. Oh, that is a nice touch. Now that's a fine challenge.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Bale. Gets a good foot in there.
Bale really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Crunching tackle. And it's Scholes. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Cannavaro demonstrating his defensive quality there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now that is a hefty challenge. Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
And you can see how the direct approach can work really well. Get yourself on the ball and give it a try.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 23, Hullet.
We have got changes
Number
here from
24,
both sides, in fact.
Makalele. Coming on the field, number 15, Mateus. Number 17, Gattuso. Substitution in progress.
1-0 as we head towards the end.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Szoboszlai is someone... And Hullet! They want to be quick to recover this. And we have our very first corner. Oh, smashing header! Just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Nicely weighted ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And this is Pele! So that's it. It is all over. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
Just a quick
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places, and they have a resolve that'll envy many.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class.
Takes a shot! Played into space. And no, that was never going to make it. Irwin. Searching pass he's played there. That's the keeper's ball. Now he's off and running. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Del Piero. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Pele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He is through here. And it's been played through. Del Piero! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitution on the field, number 20.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Number 21, Gullit.
There's no sort of quality on that. Del Piero. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Barcelona! A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Zanetti. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Picked out, it's Inzaghi! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Zanetti. Zanetti is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Szoboszlai. Messi. Could move up a gear here. Barcelona heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dinks one through. Dink through. Mateus.
2 added
Vieira.
minutes has been indicated.
Cafu. And it's Forlan. Now it's Messi. Tries to pass it through. That's an excellent interception. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Barcelona really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Barcelona are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. And we're off again. He's being urged to shoot. Del Piero! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
And this is Del Piero. Thinks about the shot. And the shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very...
Oh no, what has happened here? Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Messi. Oh, nice touch. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. No, that's been intercepted. Vieira. And it's Hullet. Can he get it through? Spread neatly. Wriggles his way through. He's found a way through. Great vision. Not the most accurate pass. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Irwin. Zanetti. Now, can they get him away? Pele powering forward here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Del Piero. And claimed it back swiftly. Dybala. Gets a good foot in there. Half an hour gone in the second half. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. It's a searching pass. Cafu promptly onto that, and that is that. Hullet. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Great defending, strong and determined. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Now it's Inzaghi. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Looking for a runner. Chips it through. And Del Piero! It's in! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for... And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Del Piero just could not help himself, could he? 3 goals to his name. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are...
It's Forlan! He's done very well to get to that.
Forlan actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Mateus, played in with purpose. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh no, what has happened here? Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They'll want to make the most of this turnover. He looked rushed, he should have waited for some movement.
Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Now that's well seen too.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Del Piero will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Aimed beyond the defence. He's going for goal! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Zanetti. Milan looking to pass their way through. Neymar. Mateus. Oh, that's nice. Rijkaard simply refused to be outdone there. And the counter is on. Now it's Martinez. And he's worked it through. Szoboszlai! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's hoisted clear. He's having a go! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Costa Curta. Now Neymar. That is good strength.
Oh, really well played.
Irwin, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's got away. And Martinez! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's picked his way through. Del Piero! There it is!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
And wow, he has given that. And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And this could be the final action of the first half. And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Barcelona are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And we are back underway. Barcelona carrying a one-goal lead. Tchouaméni. Very nicely done. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Maradona, and this is Forlan, and he shoots! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Forlan really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Maradona goes short, and he whips it in. And that's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Forlan. It's Forlan! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Milan have their third corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And he plays one through. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ambitious ball here. Mignon claims comfortably.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Maradona, cute ball now, how can he reach it? And here's Forlan. Szoboszlai is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Dybala. Irwin, he's found a way past.
Barcelona surely have to be
Goes for goal! Oh, and that should have been 2.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Diego Forlan. Number 8, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 20, Maradona.
Barcelona leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin.
Mateus. Coming on the field.
Raul, and he was quick to react.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
substitution.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Two added
And
minutes
that
have
pass
been
is
indicated.
somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, shot a goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And time is up. Barcelona have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Del Piero taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
As it's time to announce today's winning lottery
What are your
numbers.
thoughts on today? Well, the weather here today is not playing ball. We have heavy rain. The pitch underfoot may very quickly become soggy and difficult to play upon, and the players will soon be soggy themselves. It is more than damp, and this will examine the fibre of both sides. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. Well, we're on the way.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident. It takes hard work and perseverance.
And how he epitomised that attitude. Shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. That's a throw. Scholes. Referee has just said play on. Good ball over the top. Messi. He is through here. And Messi! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Otto does well to stand firm and defend it. That's a shade optimistic. Not the most accurate pass. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And that's going to be a booking. Neither side yet able to find the net. And that has left him in a heap. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Messi. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Now it's Forlan. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Otto. And he's picked it up out wide. And he thumps it clear. Zanetti. He's got away. Pelé. He's one-on-one, surely. Decent chance! Goal! Barcelona! There is the breakthrough. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Pires. Pires will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ambitious ball here. Good read, needed to be. Vieira is there, and he can get that clear.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well read, nice interception. And this Pele is on his own. Pele finds himself offside. Here's a chance! They've done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. No space. And the first 45 minutes are up. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
In the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 18, Johan Cruyff. Coming on the field is
Here we go again then.
number 5.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
No way through. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
And Del Piero! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way.
559.
Mateus, that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Scholes. Scholes gets shapes to shoot! Oh, taken with style! Back to within one! Interesting! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Oh, he's been caught napping!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a throw. Baresi. And it's Son Heung-min. And no, he's seen through all of that. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. And here's Del Piero. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The chance to pull further clear. And that would have won it.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Vieira kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. And he's there to retrieve it.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Looking for options for movement. Del Piero! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Nothing but absolute focus in the eyes of Gennaro Gattuso, Jim, and no doubt he will be relishing every part of the battle.
Yeah, the very epitome of competitiveness and relentlessness. I mean, he's a real menace in every sense of the word. If you're on the ball, he'll chase you to the ends of the earth and back. I'm going to say only nice things about him for fear of him coming after me.
Baresi is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
He went for the curler. Marquinhos calmly anticipates. Great vision. And that has found him in acres of space. Oh, easy pickings there. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Not the most accurate pass. So it is still 0-0. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Chance here to counter. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Cannavaro. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, great chance!
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be with...
Tries from distance. Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
That's been drilled forward. Baresi cuts out the pass. Threads one in. No, he's just misjudged that one. Irwin. Well, that looks a decent ball. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And the shot! Goal! Milan! There is the breakthrough. Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Substitution on the field, number 10, Hullet. Coming on to replace him is number
So the manager
22,
can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Law. They want to be quick to recover this. Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. He's found a way through. Gattuso. Well, that is a good challenge from him. And that's really well manoeuvred. Mateus. Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
And now,
on the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Milan go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead.
substitution on the field, number 44, Otto. Coming on the field is number 17.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Milan definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
And it's Scholes. Goulet. And no, he's seen through all of that. O'Shea did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Showing great feet there. Law. He's gone for goal! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Nicely aimed pass. Arda Güler. Gattuso defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Milan needed that, they really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested.
Gamba Osaka really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Scholes is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And he's quick to snatch it back.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Substitution on the field, number 8, Mane.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on the field, number 21, Son Heung-min.
Milan
Number
still ahead
20,
by the game's only goal.
Substitutions taking place.
Irwin charging forward down that flank. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Milan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle. Son Heung-min really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And that has been knocked clear. And that is that. Milan have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
And there's a lot more to read into this game than just the scoreline.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, I feel like bowing here because it's him. He's simply the greatest of them all, the inspiration for so many top-class defenders.
Looking to play him in.
You have to expect that from everyone now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they've switched it over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Oh, that's delightful. And it's Chouameni. Oh, some tackle that. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Chiellini defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Played into space. Irwin cuts out the pass. Vieira is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Rui Costa. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, football is a simple game, complicated by footballers. Why doesn't he slip that to the right?
Now it's Del Piero. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Terrific save by Abbiati. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Milan with the corner, they're first. It's a mighty effort! Goal, Milan! And Milan have the lead. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
That is a jarring tackle, but... Oh, they could be caught out here! Chouameni. Searching pass he's played there. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai! Oh, what about that? A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 32, Abiati. Coming on to replace him is number 12, Khan.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there. Look at the space here. He's tried one! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Zanetti plays it long. Szoboszlai with the slide tackle there. And the referee brings the first half to a close. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Milan certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Milan sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. There's the start of the second half. Cannavaro. Maldini, always a very imposing presence at the back. Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. No outsmarting him this time. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, he's been caught napping! Lovely bit of skill. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Szoboszlai gets a foot in here. Floated through. It's a threatening ball. Shot a goal! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Tries the cut back. And he's had a hit! Pull it. And here's a chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Now it's Messi. And here's Del Piero. Del Piero charging forward, the ball at his feet. Cruyff. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Crunching tackle. Rui Costa showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. In with the challenge. Shot could be on. That's tidy. Applies the finish! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Nicely shaped ball. The less said about that pass, the better. Pinches it off him. Now it's Del Piero. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Chiellini. Aimed beyond the defence.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. And that's it. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Szoboszlai picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
This is a lost children's
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks.
Rummenigge! Oh, what has happened here? And the keeper couldn't hold it. And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. He's got away. Great defending, strong and determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that's well spotted. Wriggles his way through. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Argentina already a man down in these early stages. That has left the boss thinking about what harm it has done to their chances.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Del Piero is behind this one.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Del Piero! Alessandro Del Piero, another ice-cool goal! A finish right from the top draw! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Donadoni going full tilt down the left. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Neymar. And he's away.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Oh, no, this does not look good. He's on it, can he get away? No foul, says the referee. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
He's had a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Rummenigge is offering a right smile there.
Argentina with the corner, they're first. That's the keeper's ball. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Floated through.
Added time.
And the first half is done. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substitution for Argentina. Number 24, Neymar. Coming on to replace him is number 18.
Barcelona get the ball rolling for the second period. And it's Del Piero. Tries from a long way out. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Del Piero really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Pelé. Pelé powering forward here. That's good play. And he's had it nicked away. Donadoni was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Well timed, excellent interception. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's shifting through the gears here. Cruyff. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Chiellini. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Puskás. And Puskás! Oh, it's come off the upright. Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Now it's Raul. Good effort from distance. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance.
Shoots! Has another go! Goal! Argentina! And again they hit the front.
Rummenigge can rightly take credit for the finish, but it was the quick retrieval of the ball that set it up. That was key.
After 79 minutes is number 8, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
And he has kept it out somehow.
Mateus actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Doué. That's an imaginative pass. He can run onto that. He has found the way through.
Argentina nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
He's picked his way through. Oh, that was vital.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Barcelona may have thrown this away at the death. So this to extend their lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Argentina, number 1,
Argentina. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.
Just a quick reminder today.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night.